Hey, hi, hello! I hope you're doing well out there, lovelies. For today's video, I really want to talk about anime figures. There's just something about looking at the form of an anime girl cast in plastic. It makes all the happy chemicals do a dance in my head. This video is not going to be a collection tour, but if that's something you want to see, leave a comment down below. So, today, to justify my share my passion for collecting anime figures, I'm going to share with you 5 tips to keep you from falling into the anime collector's black hole. First, and most importantly, you should start small, especially if you're just getting started. Try buying an arcade figure. They're usually the most affordable and the most widely available. After you get it, put it somewhere you'll see every day. In a week, you should be able to decide if it's something that brings you joy. If it isn't, you should probably move on to something else, which might be a topic for another video, I don't know. Otherwise, if you get the itch, then welcome to the collective. Let's talk about your budget. Oh my god, was this topic just a cover for a short video on personal finances? No, silly. I'm just passing on what I learned as a non-expert anime waifu. Hi! And to be honest, setting up a budget in the year of our Dark Lord Samael 2020 does not appear to be common knowledge. It's as if you're expected to absorb that knowledge from the ether or something, and people screw this up all the time. So, everyone has a different situation, right? To keep it simple, let's just assume you have money to spend on entertainment after taking care of life's necessities. Think about what you usually use this money on. I'm looking directly at your Steam backlog. Try setting aside some of this cash to spend on a figure, and don't spend it on anything else. Trust me. Having the ability to grab a new anime figure on a whim is peak luxury. Especially with these companies dropping new stuff almost daily. Sometimes with little to no notice. Well, that's a half-truth. If you follow them on social media, you'll get updates with the status of their future releases with some regularity. It depends on the company. Número 3. Many companies out there will give you the opportunity to pre-order a figure more than a year in advance. This is partly due to the manufacturing process, probably, and a little to do with it being a niche hobby. These companies really don't want to make enough to sell. If you decide to pre-order anything, treat that pre-order as money spent. Even if you didn't leave a deposit, especially if you didn't leave a deposit. You don't want to get in a situation where you owe several $1,000s to a Japanese company at the end of the year. So you got some cash, now what do you buy? Do you have a waifu? Aside from me? Oh, okay. Early on when I began collecting, I decided to limit myself to my top 5 shows and characters. If this sounds hard to do, it's because it is. Side note, I want to save discussing my tastes in anime for a different video. Rest assured, it's mostly trash. Suffice it to say, I've got a good mix of popular shows and less mainstream shows represented in my collection. Yet, there are several pieces I probably should get rid of. The point I want to stress is that a curated collection will look so much better to a visitor than something that looks as if it belongs in an episode of Hoarders. You know what I mean? This actually leads nicely to my final rule of thumb. Buy used! Most people that collect figures treat their collections like they're part of the Louvre? So you can expect to find a lot of good condition figures on the resale market going for a great price. I don't want to get too lost in the woods here, but I'd suggest you search the internet where you can have a keyword-based search saved. Places like my figure collection are good for this. But eBay's always an option. Do keep in mind, eBay's mostly pirated bullshit. For any purchase, you should stick to a website that caters to the hobby. And for the most part, they all advertise on my figure collection. Bonus! I have a few smaller dealios I want to share with y'all, and I'm just gonna throw them out there. Set a goal for your collection, like having one amazing centerpiece with everything else around it supporting it. Or, build your own custom harem. Don't try to collect everything. If a figure's been made once, it'll get a recolor, or a slight redesign, or a reprint, and this happens a lot with popular stuff, so don't do it, it's a trap. Don't make an investment purchase with anime figures. The market is too small, and the return on investment is too low, unless it's like made of gold or something. Finally, have fun! If figures don't bring you happiness, then stop and find what else makes you happy. I mean, come on, guy. So there you have it. Alessa Pierce's top tips. Hopefully this will help you save you from yourself. I know I wish I had someone tell me this early on, but that's neither here nor there. If you have any tips of your own, please leave them down in the comments below. As always, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Ciao! I'm going to rip and tear, until it is done. No, John, you're the demons. And then John was a zombie. Ooh, brains.